Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. This is MazezRealm once again, and welcome to another episode of my series, The Arsenal. For this particular episode, I have got a really unique loadout for you guys. It is my first official pistol-only loadout for Black Ops 2, and it is featuring the TAC-45. Now, the TAC-45 is an amazing secondary weapon. And obviously it is a secondary weapon, so you have to play to the strengths of this weapon, and that is close quarters ballistics or close quarters combat. And you definitely have to use this loadout in a slaying type of game mode like free-for-all, team deathmatch, or kill confirmed. In objective-based game modes, this loadout does not really do that well because you'll be outgunned by people with loadouts like light machine guns and assault rifles and even submachine guns. So you definitely have to keep in mind that this is a type of loadout that takes a very acquired set of skills, and it takes a lot of patience to do well with this loadout because in a way you hamper yourself, but it's so deadly at close quarters combat. And it's still a really good loadout. So I hope you guys really enjoy this loadout. So without further ado, I'll jump right into the setup that we have here. So as I mentioned before, we've got the TAC-45 with fast mags. And for the rest of the loadout, we have got a bunch of perks and wild cards and one lethal. So I'm using Ghost, Scavenger, Toughness, Dead Silence, and Dexterity. And obviously I can stack up all those perks by using the perk 2 greed and perk 3 greed. And then for the lethal, we have got the combat axe, just in case if we get caught on a reload. Now we're just going to jump right in to the gameplay here. I am playing a team deathmatch on the map Meltdown, and I'm sure that your guys' first reaction is, how the hell are you using a pistol on Meltdown? It's a fairly large map with long sightlines. And that is where playing to the strength of your loadout comes in handy. And you see here that although I am running around in areas where I can potentially lose to long-range opponents or loadouts that opponents are using, I am still navigating through the map in a very stealthy way. I'm making sure that I go inside buildings, I take care of all of these little areas instead of running around on the long sightlines. And you see here that I caught this guy off guard, and he didn't hear me because I had Dead Silence on, and I have Dexterity as well, so it helps me climb things faster. It helps me maintain that mobility that I need in order to dominate in close quarters combat, and that's where this class really shines. It's stealthy and it's deadly at close range, so that is the mentality that you have to have when you're using a pistol-only loadout. Right here, I get a little ballsy, I'm not gonna lie. I'm right here running around when there's a ton of enemies and I actually get taken out. So sometimes, you know, you'll make a mistake like that. Well, you give away your position and then you get shot from behind. So definitely try to eliminate those types of mistakes when you're playing with a pistol and you're playing in a map as large as this. I make another mistake here thinking that I can draw out enemy fire and then run into cover, but I got shot around the corner. So those are some of the mistakes, but luckily I limit myself to those mistakes in this match and I end up doing very well. I will say that on this match I was very upset at the end results of the match. I ended up losing the match, and it was definitely not my fault. And you'll see at the end of the match what the scores are, and you'll probably be just as disappointed. I'm not one to really post losses on my channel, but you know, you'll sometimes get a really good gameplay and get a loss, and it is not your fault. So I was not going to let this gameplay slide just because of the loss, because we lost by only a few points. So you'll see what happens at the end of the match. But this gameplay is not, or commentary I should say, is not about how terrible my teammates are, but more about the loadout and showcasing this loadout for you guys. So I did want to mention that the combat axe is a very good lethal to use when you're using a loadout like the pistol only, just in case if you run out of ammo or you get caught on a reload. Very rarely will you get caught on a reload when you're using fast mags on a pistol, just because you just slap that magazine on so quickly that you usually don't get caught on a reload. However, it is a really good thing to have if you run out of ammo, if you're doing very well, and need to get a quick kill to pick up a scavenger pack. Because I'm sure a lot of you guys know that you do not need scavenger in order to resupply your combat axe. All you have to do is walk over it and you resupply it. So if you have issues picking up scavenger packs, then it's a really good alternative. And if you're good with it, and if you have acquired a skill with the combat axe, you'll be able to do well with this loadout the way that it is. So another thing that I wanted to mention is when you're using a pistol only loadout, toughness is almost a necessity, just because you don't want to lose that 2-hit kill potential that this particular pistol has at close range, just because you're receiving enemy fire and you're flinching all over the place. You definitely want to make sure that you stay on target as much as you can. And right there, that little pause in the gameplay, it was a host migration on the match, and people were rage quitting left and right on this match, just because I was actually pissing them off a whole lot by using a pistol. And that's a problem that you'll run into when you're using a pistol loadout. People hate losing to a secondary weapon in this game, and I don't blame them, just because they're really, really good secondaries, and it takes a huge amount of skill to do well with a pistol only loadout. But when you are doing well, people will just be really upset because they don't like losing to a pistol. It's slightly humiliating. And that's what I really like about this loadout, and the reason why I wanted to feature this on the Arsenal. Because I try to cater to a bunch of different playstyles. And this playstyle is not only aggressive, but it is also a humiliating type of playstyle when you do well with it. It's just really rewarding. And it's one of my favorite loadouts to use when I'm just wanting to have fun in Black Ops 2. And that's something that keeps this game fresh. And right now I'm calling it my Dragonfire. I've finally got that kill streak. It took me a little bit of time to get it. But now I go on a little bit of a tear with the Dragonfire. And it's one of my favorite kill streaks to use. I get a lot of comments saying, how in the world is this one of your favorite kill streaks to use in Black Ops 2, and it's just because it's a kill streak that takes a lot of skill to use, because it's easy to shoot down and you have to be really, really evasive to do well with it. And I've been using it since the beginning of Black Ops 2, and it received a patch and it became better, and I've gotten better with it just because of that patch. So if you haven't tried the Dragonfire, it takes an acquired set of skills as well to use, but it's a lot of fun and it's rewarding as well. And so yeah, I'm just going on a tear with that, and it gets shot down eventually. But, still got my stall chopper calling that in here, and I go on a little bit more of a tear here with this TAC-45. But now you see, I don't know if you see this, but we're winning by a whole lot. The score is 62-42, and I'm shocked that I lost this match. I'm just gonna say that. I know that this has nothing to do with my teammates or anything like that, but god damn it, I was so pissed at how bad my team was. I mean, there's a stealth chopper in the air, there was a Dragonfire. I still don't understand how I was only running a pistol and everybody else was running other weapons, and they just could not get anything going with all this air support. And yeah, sometimes you'll get into matches where things like that happen. So just keep your head up, guys. You will get matches like this and you'll still do well, and don't let that discourage you. It's just the joy of playing pub matches with a bunch of randoms. It's not always fun. So anyway, enough about my rants about how bad my teammates are. I know I said that already, but man, I could not get over that. Either way, though, you see that I'm here in the back of the map trying to give my teammates the best possible spawns that they can get, just because the score limit was... we just needed a few kills to win this match. I mean, the score is 69-59, and I was like, okay, let me at least give my teammates a little bit of an advantage by giving him good spawns, and it's fairly easy to do when you have a pistol. You just wait on the back of the map and give him good spawns. Now I'm rushing up a little bit more to try to get these final kills, and I get one here. Go here for the reload. The score is 71 to 62. I'm feeling a little bit confident that we could get these final few kills, but I died, and I'm like, damn it, I hope my team can close out this match. And I spawn in hoping that I can find some people, and I see that my teammate died here. I'm going up the ladder. Luckily I have dead silence and dexterity, so that really helps move up that ladder very quickly. And I kill this guy. I try to back up, and I'm like, oh my god, see if I can kill this guy. I do kill him. The score is like 73 to 73. I'm shocked. I'm like, okay, let me spawn in and see if I can get revenge on this guy. And before I even get a chance to do anything, the match ends and I get a loss and we lose by 2. I'm shocked. I'm still shocked watching this gameplay. But I hope you guys really did enjoy this gameplay and find success with this loadout like I did. So if you guys enjoyed this episode of The Arsenal, be sure to check out the previous episode of The Arsenal. I'm sure you guys will enjoy that one. And if you guys want to watch a similar series to this one, you can watch my Keys to Success series. And you can do that by clicking on the thumbnail there on the screen. Also, if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, you can easily do that by clicking the subscribe button there on the top right. It really helps me out a whole bunch, and it helps you guys learn a little bit more about everything there is to know about Call of Duty. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Also, if you want to follow me on Twitter and interact with me one-on-one, you can hover over that Twitter icon there, and you'll see my Twitter, and you can follow me on Twitter. Also, if you want to watch the rest of my videos and everything else I have to offer on my channel, you can click on that MazezRealm icon there on the bottom of your screen. So I really hope you enjoyed this commentary, and until next time, this has been MazezRealm. I am out.